Hello and welcome to another Out of Spec Bits video, and today you join me here in Spain with the Volvo EX60. And I just figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a tour of the interior and cargo space in this thing. So let's get into it.
Are you guys looking for an opportunity to drive off in a brand new electric vehicle and support a non-profit fighting for a greener planet? Well, I've got the program for you. Our friends at the CCAN Action Fund are back with their 8th annual EV raffle program, and it is so much fun. I'm going to tell you why you've got to enter. Each ticket gives you 3 chances to enter, and the prizes are absolutely amazing. You could win in the first prize a Rivian, a Porsche, or a Lucid up to $115,000, which is a ton of electric car. The second prize is also awesome. Rivian R2, highly anticipated, or you could choose from a Volkswagen ID Buzz or a Hyundai Ioniq as well. And there's even a third prize, which is the fantastic new Chevy Bolt. Each ticket costs only $200. Again, 3 chances to win with each purchase, and you're supporting a nonprofit. What's not to love? I don't even know which one I would choose if I was able to win. So ditch the high gas prices if you happen to win, and you support a nonprofit along the way. It's a great opportunity to visit evraffle.org to enter. Thanks so much to CCAN Action Fund for sponsoring this video. They even cover state and federal taxes.
All right, so as I said, this is the new 2027 Volvo EX60. This one in particular is the P6 trim, so rear-wheel drive with the smallest size battery. It's actually a P6 Ultra, so it's sort of a higher trim level. And, well, this is the car. If we go ahead and open up our doors here, we can get a nice look at the interior. This particular car is optioned with the wool interior. This is actually sort of an upgrade over the standard Nordica sort of synthetic leather. And wool is kind of an upgrade option that Volvo offers. Maybe not something that's for everyone. I personally really like the wool interior, actually. The only thing that's sort of a downside to the wool interior is you cannot get ventilated seats with it. If you want ventilated seats, you've got to get either the Nordica synthetic leather or the Nappa leather interior. For the US spec, I believe that the Ultra trim comes standard with the Nappa leather. And then if you get a plus, I assume it's probably the Nordica synthetic. But we'll go ahead and close the back door back up here and take a seat in the driver's seat here. I'll go wide view so that you guys can see a little bit better. So lots of space in here, very roomy, and we've got some pretty nice features here. This one, of course, being the Ultra trim, has the fancy Bowers and Wilkins audio system, which sounds fantastic. In terms of storage space up front, we do not have a traditional glove box on the passenger side. Instead, we have a center-mounted glove box. So you just push this little button down and then it opens up like so. Hidden behind the glove box door, we've got a 60 watt and a 15 watt USB-C, and there's a little cable pass through right here so that you can pass the cables up onto this tray here. We've got one just sort of storage cubby tray, and then on this side, that's actually a wireless phone charger. So you can just stick your phone in there and let it charge wirelessly. We also have, as you can see, just a big open storage tray in the bottom of the center console area here, and it goes back underneath as well. The top of the center console itself does not open, but it has this nice slide out cup holder. So you've got 2 sort of large cup holders, and then I guess if you maybe had something like maybe a real small bottle or something, maybe you could put it in that middle one, and there's sort of just another little cubby spot there. You can also set it to halfway if you just want 1 cup holder rather than having the whole thing sticking out. And then, of course, it just retracts fully in like that. Very small steering wheel in this car. I mean, if we put my hand over it for comparison, you can see it's really not very big. It's also got a flat top and bottom, which usually I'm not a huge fan of, but it's not super oval shaped. So I actually think it works for this car personally. I kind of like it. But yeah, very small steering wheel, so it's a little bit different to get used to, I suppose. And then as opposed to having the instrument cluster through the steering wheel, instead you look over the steering wheel to see it. And that seems to be sort of a increasing trend for a lot of these cars in this space. Like Volvo EX60 has got the instrument cluster way up there. Of course, on that, it wraps all the way around the windshield. This one, we've just got the little display there. I'm also doing a full deep dive on the software stuff, so you'll be able to see that in a separate bits video. But we've got a nice big display here that's actually slightly curved, so it's a bit convex. Bows out in the middle. Doesn't show up. It's not super accentuated, but you can tell that it is curved. And really the only physical controls that we've got in here is, of course, all of our door controls, so window switches and all that stuff. It does have 4 window switches, no double switch nonsense there. We've got our steering wheel controls, so we've got all of our cruise control, driver's assistance stuff here. We have a little programmable button, this little star, that can be programmed for a bunch of different functions. This turns on and off your steering assist. And then over here we've got your audio stuff, so you push that for play and pause. This also can be used for navigation in the menus on there if any alerts pop up or anything. And then, yeah, volume up, volume down, skip tracks, etc. We've got a little page screen so that you can switch through different menus. And then we've got a little microphone button on here because this has Google Gemini as a voice assistant for the vehicle, which is kind of cool. It's just a very conversational voice assistant rather than requiring you to have specific commands. It actually works quite well. And then we do have a physical volume and forward and back adjustment for the stereo controls as well. As far as the seat adjustment themselves go, so on the Ultra trim we get a 4-way power seat. It's got the typical Volvo sort of square knob situation, which at first glance maybe seems a little weird, but it actually works quite intuitively. So you just push it forward and back for seat forward and back. You tilt it to tilt the front, to tilt the back of the seat forward and back. And then up and down, of course, is seat up and down. If you push it twice to change modes, you can also do your lumbar support and the bottom cushion tilt as well. We also have adjustable thigh support. That one's manual, so you just pull a little knob there, and that can pull out or push in at will. Let's go ahead and take a hop in the back seat here. And in the back seat, we've got lots of space. I have the front seat, of course, set to my driver position. I'm not super tall. I'm about 5'10" or 178 centimeters. But as you can see, we have tons of space back here. So even with a taller driver, we've got tons of leg room, and you can actually put your feet all the way under the seat like that. Very nice, comfortable seating position. The rear floor isn't too high, and I think a big part of why they were able to do that is they did a cell-to-body pack structure in this. So there is no actual floor for the car. All of the interior stuff is built on top of the floor, much like we'd find in Tesla Cybertruck or the previous versions of Model Y with the 4680 pack, which don't exist anymore. But sort of a similar pack construction method for this car, although of course with some significant differences. Going around to, and of course other storage in here. We've got a cubby here underneath the center console. That almost feels like it wants to pull out. Well, I guess you can just remove this cubby if you want to clean it, or perhaps there's other accessories you can pop in there too. We also have another 60 watt and 18 watt USB-C. We've got rear climate control, so you can turn your temperature up and down and activate heated seats. This one, of course, is not the Ultra trim, but for US spec cars with the Ultra trim, they're actually going to come standard with built-in rear child booster seats. So basically the bottom cushion of the seat pops up, and then it acts as a booster seat. And for the first time, they're actually still going to be able to have heated seats on the child booster, if that's spec'd. I don't think you can get the booster seat with the wool interior, though. I think it's only available on the leather options. Moving to the back here, if we open up the hatch, of course we have powered hatch and lots of cargo space here in the back as well. They've got a nice little diagram to show you what fits. And we have power folding seats left and right. They fold in a 60-40 split, so if you fold down the right side, it does both the right and middle, and then if you do the left side, it does just the left seat. But you can also fold the middle seat on its own individually. So if you want to pass through long items, skis, whatever the case may be, you can still pass them through while seating 4 people in the car. We also have a really cool rear storage situation here for the sub-trunk. So we have a split lid set up, which works pretty nicely if you were to have anything in the trunk taking up space. You don't have to remove all your stuff from the trunk just to gain access to the sub-trunk storage area. They also have a bunch of different accessories that fit in here. We've got a little bin. I think they have luggage or other bags and stuff that fit in it as well. But yeah, so you can open up just one side or the other, depending on if you have other items stored in the trunk. And of course we have a privacy shade, which can be stored in there as well. You can see the little square cut out there where it would live. Yeah, and then, well, I guess let's go ahead and fold both of the seats flat and see how flat it really goes. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's the hitch. I think we have to hold those. Yep, there you go. So you have to hold it for the seat to fold. There we go. And the headrests pop down automatically. And they have quite a bit of resistance, so I guess you need to push them down a little bit for it to go fully flat. But we get a nice flat load floor all the way across with the seats folded down. Very nice. Yeah, you could fit a lot of stuff in here. You could probably camp in this if you wanted to. There's plenty enough space to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the frunk as well. So to open the frunk, it's just kind of a standard hood pull situation. And then the hood latch on Volvos is always just going to be directly above that line. Oops, hard to do it one-handed. There we go. So we've got the frunk opened up, and it doesn't look super big when you look at it from the front, but it actually goes really deep. I mean, this thing is quite large. I mean, I can fit my arm in there almost up to my elbow. So lots of storage there. You could probably fit a carry-on bag or some other pretty significantly sized items in here. And you can see on here it's telling you that the little yellow line is the maximum height to which you want to put anything in here, because this gasket does compress when the hood gets closed. So don't put anything above that line if you don't want to dent the bottom of your hood. And then kind of another really cool feature, they have a built-in funnel for the washer fluid fill. So that's kind of a nice thing as well. But I think that pretty much does it for storage space and everything else on this. And we'll go ahead and close that back up. Yeah, lots of storage space in this thing. Very practical car. And make sure to stay tuned for other videos coming on this car. We just did our first drive of this, which will be coming out later this month. Well, that's it for this episode of Out of Spec Bits. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.